Having had the opportunity to sit down now with all of our past presidents, it's very clear that you need to be a very special individual to take the leadership of such a special organization. And in honoring them tonight, as much as we're honoring their accomplishments, we're also honoring them for who they are, for the sacrifice that they made and continue to make on behalf of our community and those in need.
When something starts in a pure way, there is a certain amount of assistance from heaven, and Hashem has blessed SBH to continue to grow.
In 1973, with a unified purpose at the time, Izzy Hosni, Dr. Robert Madelon, Barbara Madelon, Moselle Mahana, and Rabbi Lieberman got together at my house to have a meeting about potential of starting an organization, Bikur Cholim.
When we started off, we really just started visiting people in the hospital.
We got a list from my husband, Syrian patients in NYU, and we went.
And then we said, you know what? Let's go visit them when they get home, make sure that they're okay.
We incorporated the organization in April 1974. I was fortunate enough to be the first president.
He was such a lightning rod for the organization and for all of us.
We had meetings and meetings in my living room. Then we moved to the dining room where we invited community members to come and volunteer for SBH.
And it was just a very exciting time. It was going there for about 4 years in my house. The best part of it, I got Dr. Madelon to take over the presidency, which he was very special. He was 11 years in, and Baruch Hashem, it was just a fantastic journey.
At that time, we made it much more professional. We hired social workers, we hired people who were able to get us income from New York City agencies.
The need was enormous, and I knew we were just at the tip of the iceberg.
After Dr. Madelon, it was Joe Beda. What a visionary Joe Beda was.
The man was larger than life. He was colorful, charismatic. Nothing was impossible to him.
When he spoke, you was just like mesmerized. He was just so interesting and so effective.
You just wanted to hear what he had to say. You knew that that was always the right thing to do.
Joseph used to walk into the crowd, and he engaged the crowd on a very direct, very human level.
Joseph Beda used to come and give speeches, and when he gave his speech in Kol Israel, it was the quietest it ever was, even quieter than when the rabbi spoke.
Joe's passionate speeches and legendary community work left a profound impact on me.
It took a long time to walk from one place to another with him, for sure. Everybody was stopping him on the street. I think I always appreciated it because it felt like he was doing good work and people respected my dad.
Joseph never stopped telling me of the importance of Sephardic Bikur Cholim and what they do.
That's really the legacy of Joseph Beda.
When Assad decided to let the Syrians out of Syria, we were faced with a situation of resettling several thousand people in the community.
It's going to be a $20 million project. Everybody was yelling and screaming and going crazy about the whole thing and how we're going to do it. And one man yells, Joseph, how are we going to afford to do this? And he just answered them looking very simply, how are we going to afford not to do it? And the rest is history.
And he said, he calls me Meyer, we've got to take care of these people. Tell me what you need. I tell him, just get me a secretary and a telephone. I'll see how it goes.
Also, I was with a partner with Meyer Balas, Sol Sasson, and myself to settle the people, the kids in the schools.
He found apartments. He put them in all our yeshivot, housed them, just got them settled.
In a sense, that was Bikur Cholim at its best.
Dr. Meyer Balas was our hero. He was a guest in a White House dinner by President Bush as the president of Bikur Cholim. How proud we were. After Dr. Balas's tenure, we come to Sam Sutton.
Bikur Cholim was a fabulous incubator for new ideas. The board of volunteers were an assembly of some of the most spectacular people in the community.
very nice working as a team with my husband. Can't get better than that. And we were always on the same page when it came to Bikkur Chalim. We were both just as committed.
I felt it then, and I still feel it, that there were angels walking on the earth.
Seeing the incredible volunteers, seeing what Bikkur Chalim as an organization does for the community, it was just, it changes who you are. Different scenarios come up in business, and it's like, okay, from my Bikkur Chalim days, this is what we would do. There's no question being president of Bikkur Chalim shaped who I am.
When I was asked to be president, thinking of my uncle, I knew that I could never fill his shoes, but I absolutely knew that I wanted to try them on. SBH was such a community jewel that I felt that we had to prep it, wrap it, and transfer it to the next generation who have greater ideas, greater ingenuity, greater awareness and knowledge of technology and how we can use it. I'd like to think that we did that successfully.
The importance of giving back and the impact of giving back has been definitely meaningful. Being president was definitely time-consuming. The support of my wife especially and my family was something that we all grew and learned from.
From day one, my committee was so strong. We were all of the same mind, same goal, same purpose. Just people need help. We're here in a position that we can help them. Remember Dvar Torah with Avraham Avinu, where they say he was Zaken Baba Yamim. It meant that after he died, he used every day so well. And I kind of felt like that. I felt that my time at SBH really forced me to use my time so well, so efficiently, so productively.
Everyone that I know was president, they were humble, they had humility, they had honesty, and what they wanted to do was serve the community.
I didn't know David well when he asked me to be his vice president, but we've gotten to know each other really well over the last 2 years. He is an incredible leader. He's thoughtful, he's respectful, he listens, and he knows how to make decisions. He knows how to weigh the input of other people around him.
And David really, you talk about following in a father's footsteps. David's really following in his father's footsteps with all that his father's done for SBH. And David really, he's focused, he's driven. He really wants SBH to go to the next level too.
Being president of SBH is really, it's an amazing experience. The staff that we have that support our organization is really also amazing. The caring that they have for each other and for our clients is really something to be a tremendous respect for.
What's beautiful about Bikkur Chalim, it could go anywhere, it could go everywhere, it will go everywhere because of our community and how special it is.
Look at these presidents and vice presidents and the work that everybody's doing, and I'm still in awe. The awe never went away from the first day that I walked in.
These are leaders that exemplify our community at its best, people that understand that we don't stop and we continue to help our brothers and sisters for whatever they need, whenever they need.
And every single one is the layers of SBH and what you see today.
I want to mabruk all the presidents in the past. Of course, David Beta, we're lucky to have you lead the committee today and take it to another level as all the previous presidents successfully have done.
It's certainly a lot of responsibility, but it also gives me a sense of pride to be part of this organization, be part of a community that is so caring of each other, and it's really very much one of the highlights of my life.
We never dreamed it would ever be what it is today.